Okay, it's Wednesday, May 27th. I'm in my parkade right now. And we've got a pretty exciting day. I'm on my way to a brand new pickleball facility that's opening in Greater Vancouver, and it's called The Nest. And it's going to be the biggest, the greatest pickleball facility, I think, in Western Canada, maybe even Canada. We'll see. Anyways, it's going to be great, and I get to go get an update for you guys directly from the people who are building it. So tag along with me. We're going to go check out The Nest in Tsawwassen. All right, so now that I've got the car on full self-driving and it's taking me to The Nest, I want to share with you what I know so far about The Nest, and then Lauren, who we're going to meet, is going to fill us in on all the rest of the details. So here's what I know so far. There's 2 buildings in Tsawwassen. Tsawwassen is around 25 minutes south of the Vancouver airport, so pretty easy to get to for most people. Great flight. Also, it's connected basically like right next to the ferry terminal, and that's a pretty easy ferry ride from Victoria or Vancouver Island, and you can just hop on a quick little ferry ride and you can get to The Nest. So people from the island might be able to come over for the day, play some pickleball, and head on back. I understand there might be even some kind of shuttle service or a bus or something that people can take to get from the Tsawwassen ferry terminal back to The Nest, and then to get from the Tsawwassen ferry terminal to The Nest and then back to the ferry terminal. So you can kind of make a day trip out of it, which is pretty cool. Buildings were purpose-built for pickleball. So these were not like pre-existing warehouses with poles and all kinds of support structures. These were designed to hold pickleball courts. And that's pretty cool because they were able to kind of select the exact size, shape, and dimensions that they wanted to be able to fit the number of courts that they wanted. In the one building that is dedicated for pickleball, there are going to be 14 indoor courts. And to put that into perspective, I think most indoor facilities have anywhere between 2 to maybe 9 courts inside, maybe a little bit more. 14 indoor courts is almost double the size of the largest indoor facility that we have right now. Now for a tournament, so if they get into a major tournament where they need more courts, they can actually add courts on the other building and have up to 28 indoor pickleball courts. And I'm not talking about like tight little courts, because they were able to customize the size of these courts. These are stretched out, spacious, and amazing pickleball courts. So getting to The Nest, how do you get to The Nest? Well, The Nest is pretty convenient to get to. It's right off the main highway. So the main highway that kind of goes east-west, it's kind of south from Vancouver, or if you're coming from Surrey, it goes west, is Highway 99. Highway 99 is one of the major roads, and the turnoff that you want to take is the Delta Tsawwassen turnoff, and that's going to be Highway 17 headed south. So we are looking at one of the 2 buildings. This thing is massive.
Don't show how to bust into here.
Yeah. Okay, so sense of scale in here. We need a banana for scale.
There's a gentleman at the far end who's about the size of the TV show character Reacher, and he looks very small. The building is 350 by 120 feet long, and it's actually an insulated structure, R28 insulated, nice warm blankie, heated and cooled by 3 massive air handling units that will be outside the building, and it's engineered to fully exchange the air in here every hour.
So it doesn't seem super echoey in here. Why is that?
The walls are this vinyl insulated panel that absorb a lot of the sound and takes the echo out of the mix. Typically tip up concrete walls or wood or steel has that echoey sound we love when we're playing pickleball inside those buildings. So we're lucky in that regard. Okay. The lights are actually all installed in here, and there's just over 90 400 watt LED lights with anti-glare, and if you can tell, which is hard, there is no lights over any of the courts. They're all to the side, and the people dealing with the lobbers of the world will appreciate that greatly. I was just gonna
say, so if I lob, nobody's gonna get blinded. Darn.
No excuses. When you miss that overhead, it's all on you. You sound as naive as I was. My original idea, which quickly got shot down once you talk to an engineer, was to have this building on lock blocks. But since we're doing a commercial enterprise for the public, the building code's quite different. We had to make a massive structure to support what's above. In the event of a flood, Armageddon of a snowmageddon, so tons of snow, the biggest hurricane wind, all this is built to withstand that. And the amount of concrete and rebar and 5 feet down is a big footing, is just to keep this structure up no matter what. No, it's exact same.
Yeah.
But that building is getting a mat cushion system, sort of the premier solution for taking a lot of the shock, 15 to 20%, depending on what you read, of the impact of playing on hard surfaces. So the difference between asphalt and concrete is minimal for one's knees, backs, and ankles. But adding the cushion, we thought we would give that a go and invest in some of us more mature body parts.
So a player, if they're playing, would they notice a difference in the bounce? Has that been kind of studied?
Yes. The people doing it in the Pro Cushion system that we've secured through Victoria Playco, they're the same people that have done the US Open, Tennis Canada's tournaments on the tennis side with that mat system. Pickleball will bounce almost the exact same height on concrete as it will on this mat system.
Perfect. And the benefit, of course, is your joints are going to love you.
Yeah. Right now, speaking for myself, after 2 hours, things start to get sore and start to seize up, and you just don't feel that. We've played in Victoria at Victoria Pickleball Club. They have a mat system, and your knees feel way better after 2 hours.
Sweet. Can we go have a look?
You bet. Let's go.
All right, let's go. So this middle section, this is the clubhouse that kind of connects the two buildings.
Yes.
And then there's a covered walkway that'll kind of go between the building and the door, is that right?
Yeah, so we have, similar to the structure, a sloped roof covered walkway that will be enclosed with the same siding that will go on the clubhouse.
Yeah.
So it'll be all nicely integrated.
Sweet.
and you'll be covered as you walk from the clubhouse into each sport building.
And what's in the clubhouse? So there's the pro shop.
There's the wonderful Pickleball Depot owned by Cara Arding. So she has a really nice store plans for there. Our reception that you'll have some couple of smiley faces, Heather and I there. And then you'll have our washrooms are there, 15 washrooms. Water bottle filler station, which will also be in each building. A boardroom, first aid room, staff room, a couple offices, and a big open lounge space, which we'll show you soon.
These boots are so comfortable. So, say you happen to be playing pickleball and you get hungry. What are the options? I see the mall right here.
Yes.
And the food court is like right there, isn't it?
That is the food court. But this is the very first time all the lights have been turned on.
So the courts go this way?
Yes, lengthwise.
Yes.
We have 5 zones in each building.
Yeah.
Each zone typically has 3 courts across, running lengthwise, and only in this building is there just 2 in the middle. We call them showcase or feature courts, with bleachers and sort of lounge around those feature courts. Otherwise, on this wall, we will have seating between these piers, and there's a big 12-foot court divider between each bank of courts, each zone, and then court barriers between each court. And the cool thing is, each court, you have 8 feet between the edge and the court, and 10 feet on each end behind the serving. So lots of space to shake and bake and do your Ernies and Berts and pretend you're in the bigs. Pretend you're Steve Deacon for the day.
So then this open area, this will be kind of a loungy area, or what do you envision here?
Well, in here we've ordered up 2 telescoping bleachers with, if you just watched the last PPA event, very similar to the blue bleachers you saw there. So they're that nice plastic seat, a little more comfortable than the aluminum bleachers, and there'll be seating for, I think they fit about 190 people in those 2 bleachers, and we can add 1 more as we go along and grow. The concept to have this space, bleachers, sort of a VIP section with PPA light boards around to have exactly what they have on TV, and just give them enough space to achieve that, because the courts themselves are bigger than most of all the PPA courts out there, and there's fire exits in case anyone gets scared, but you won't have to open the doors to let air in. The whole concept is no weird light shining into your eyes or wind coming in. Our system will keep it kind of the temperature we desire. And I think some of us wanted it 15, some of us wanted it 17 degrees. So there will be a debate
as to the temperature.
Yeah.
So that's really cool that there's this big black border around the background, so that the ball is going to have some contrast.
Yes, and our big court dividers that go across the building will be 8 feet high of black vinyl behind your head.
Yeah.
Again, so you can track the ball as best you can. with another 4 feet of netting for ball containment. And then all the courts are divided with barriers that are 4 feet high with netting.
So is there a color scheme? I know the black, of course, for around the boundaries. The courts are blue.
All a really nice blue that the PPA has found for best durability, least scuffing, and the best contrast with the ball. So we went with I guess the most popular color for pickleball courts. And then we'll have black dividers, and then we can dress it up for those that would like a little more than the guy black and navy and gray look.
Yeah.
We can dress it up with banners all the way around the building for our valued sponsors.
Is the kitchen a different color, or is the kitchen the same color?
It's a good question, Pablo.
Thank you very much.
The kitchen, again, after much thought, we decided to go with black, just because it's going to look quite sharp. And it just gives you that really nice defined visibility break for the referees to call that foot fault that none of us do, but somehow we always do.
So it's kind of going to look like my body after a pickleball game, black and blue.
Exactly.
Bingo. So this surface, the next step is then painting?
There may be one, I'm not sure, but one more coat of primer to seal that mat system down.
Yeah.
Which we can go show you. And then there's 2 coats of the blue, kitchen gets 2 coats, and then the lines also go on at the end, and they get 2 coats. And the lines do have grit, so you're not going to have the skipping of the ball on the white line.
Yeah, you know what we care about. This is what happens when you get a pickleball player who's a director of operations here.
Well, we luckily had someone called Steve Deacon to help navigate
he knows
through
a thing or two.
all the details.
Yeah.
And being such a young senior player,
yes,
he's been in a ton of facilities. So that is the Pro Cushion mat system. It's actually very dense, and I'm going to look for that pickleball was in here.
Oh yeah, it's very thick, very dense.
So yeah, I think I shared it's about 15 to 16% resiliency, they call it, compared to just flat asphalt or concrete.
So on concrete?
On concrete, we're just bouncing normal.
Oh, sounds exactly the same. I mean, concrete, for one, is going to bounce a little bit harder than an asphalt surface anyways.
Yes. So if you look at that, so it's amazingly, it bounces, I think, within a ½ inch to an inch compared.
Nice.
And now we still have 4 layers of paint to go down, which stiffens it up even more.
Nice.
So when we played on this surface, Steve talked to Brooke Buckner of the PPA and MLP. She plays in her home area of North Carolina, I think, on a pickleball Pro Cushion surface. And I was able to call and talk to their kind of director of operations, who happens to also be an installer of pickleball courts. So he put Pro Cushion in his own personal facility he did with, I think, 6 courts.
Yeah.
So he was a big advocate of doing what we're doing right here.
And from my perspective of just looking at this, it's very evenly lit. Like, it doesn't feel patchy, the lighting. It feels very even and bright.
I mean, we researched the indirect light option, which you shoot up into the ceiling and have that reflect back down. But because of our exposed framework, that wasn't a really good option.
And I know you probably said this already, for the lobbers, how high can I lob before I hit a light? Because I think the lights are the lowest hanging thing, right?
Yeah, and we really hope you're not off the court lobbing the ball, because
right.
the lights are off the court.
Oh, I see. So if you're lobbing between the lights.
Yeah, so the lights, just to give you perspective, we put they're 28 to 30 feet. They're the same distance from the ceiling. So if you think, if that's 30 feet, it's closer to 38 to 40 feet of lobbing enjoyment. And as I play indoors on Mondays with some buddies from soccer, and the owner of this facility, my partner Ray, he is a great lobber. much to our frustration, but it's a pretty good lob every time.
So he's gonna love it here.
He is gonna go crazy here. Lots of parking at the front, back, and on the sides. Abundance of parking, and it's free. It's a nice perk to have the free parking, the food, like right there. We have a Mercedes fast charging, another Tesla fast charging is coming in. We have Tesla fast charging over there on the other side of the mall near the Bass Pro. So this is Tsawwassen Mills side we're on, with great food court, Milestones, Montana, Boston Pizza for food. And then right behind us is Tsawwassen Commons, who has Wendy's, Arby's, Subway, Booster Juice, lots of restaurants, Mucho Burrito, one of my wife's favorites. But they're just a short walk away, right next to Walmart. There's a whole bunch over there. So hopefully it's a one-stop day experience. We had our friends at Victoria Pickleball Club, because seniors get to ride Tuesday to Thursday free. They're going to come over and do day trips. A little food, a little shopping, and of course, pickleball, the main event.
So where does this stand when it comes to facilities in, say, Canada, Western Canada, North America?
Good question, Pablo. The two buildings together would make us the largest indoor pickleball facility in Canada.
All right, well, Lauren, thank you so much for walking us through the new Nest. We're really excited about it. Any idea on pricing, or what can people do if they want to start to register now? Is there any?
Well, we do have the, hopefully not too confusing, $1 membership fee. It's just a reservation. Very Seinfeld, it's a reservation. We have a $120 membership, which gets you discounted rates at Milestones, Montana's, 15% in the mall, and then you get discounted court time.
And you can book in advance, which is the key part about it, right?
2 weeks in advance.
2 weeks in advance.
You can have a reoccurring booking. So there's lots of perks to be a member, but you don't have to be a member. You can be, unfortunately, Play by Point, our software that we're using, their term is non-member, but really you're still part of the family. It's just
you're in the nest, baby.
Yeah, you're gonna be fed in the nest,
fed
not
in the
with
nest.
food.
Fed with feeding balls to the chest.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm just like, we're standing outside. It's a beautiful sunny day, but it's also windy. Like I can feel the wind out here. And this is another great reason why, even in the middle of summer on a beautiful sunny day like this, it is so nice to be playing inside. So we're looking forward to year-round play at the Nest.
Exactly, and you don't have to slather up with your sunscreen.
Yeah.
You can be protected inside the Nest.
Perfect. Okay, well, thanks again, Lauren. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you, Pablo.
All right.
Take care.
Okay, we're back in the car. That was really exciting. 14 indoor courts, beautiful lighting, amazing flooring. Our knees are gonna love it. I'm really stoked about the Nest, and it should be opening kind of soon. As you saw, everything is still kind of in mid-construction, but you know, one little snap of the fingers and it all just comes together. So looking forward to the Nest. I'm also going to be doing additional reviews of other pickleball facilities and also of pickleball courts in the Lower Mainland area. So if you're wondering about playing pickleball in the Greater Vancouver area, and you're wondering what courts to go to if you're a beginner, which courts to go to if you're more advanced, where you can get drop-in play, what kind of programming they have at different facilities, stay tuned. I'm going to be doing pickleball updates here on my channel. So I look forward to being with you. And if you want to check out my Instagram, it's at Pickleball Pablo. And of course, subscribe and comment and like on my YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it. And we'll see you around the pickleball courts. Talk to you soon.